Imagine owning a luxury hotel. It's very difficult to operate. There are a lot of moving parts. Now imagine operating a luxury hotel that is located in Libya's capital, Tripoli. Well, that's just one of the challenges faced by my next guest, Alfred Pisani. He is the chairman of Corinthia Investments. Corinthia owns a number of luxury properties around the world, including London, Prague, as well as St. Petersburg. Alfred Pisani, great to have you with us here on Bloomberg. Before we get into the details of each individual hotel and the area, tell me, what's the philosophy of the Corinthia Group?
Well, we're still a relatively small company with 9 luxury hotels. So we still have the family involvement in the style we operate. I believe we produce trophy properties. We have exceptionally good service. But I think more important than that, we have tried to maintain a philosophy where the most important ingredient within the operation is our people, our colleagues. We try to make the place of work a place that they look forward to, work in. We emphasize with our managers and our line managers to provide sharing of knowledge, to show interest in their well-being, to create a family atmosphere. And I truly believe that ultimately we produce results as a consequence of this ethos. I hope that we'll be able to maintain this as the company grows and see it flourish in a more, general fashion and throughout all our properties.
Now, you were describing the creation of the hotel group, that when you first tried to build your own hotel, you couldn't get a contractor to do it, so you had to end up being your own contractor.
That's right.
How did that happen?
Well, if I go a few years before that, I set the company up in 1962. My parents had just bought a large property, and a few months later...
And where is this?
This is in Malta.
In Malta.
A few months later, my father passed away, so, I was faced with a tremendous mortgage, and we had to do something with this property, and this redirected my destiny. It wasn't my plan to go into the hotel industry. I opened a restaurant in 1962, 2 years after we had this property. And, after 2 years of doing that, I said, I'm going to spend the rest of my life. So in '64, Malta got independence, and there was a lot of incentives being given to entrepreneurs. And I walked to the bank and asked for $3 million to build a hotel. At first, they were surprised that I couldn't provide them with any collateral, but I said, look, we have the land, we have the restaurant, which we've been operating, and there is us, the initiative, the commitment. And we did get, and this is in 1965, I called the contractor who had built my house when I was 17, having not found a general contractor ready to start immediately. The earliest was within a year, which would have pushed the opening back by another year. And I said to this contractor, I said, look, I need 4 gangs like you, and we'll do it ourselves. And within a period of about 2 months, we were actually doing that. I employed an extra 80 people from the street during a boom period, so you didn't necessarily, meet the right people. Bought a second-hand mixer, about this size, and built a 156-room hotel.
Amazing. Now, I confess that looking at the pictures of the hotels now, you're not building any of these with using a small mixer like that. Let me turn your attention to, and some of the most beautiful ones happen to be in Libya. You have a beautiful hotel in Tripoli and in Benghazi. What's the situation there right now? Is everybody safe?
Very difficult. Well, where we are located, it's safe. I like to believe that it will remain safe. We are still operating. We're, accommodating a number of journalists, but it's not a good time, no.
And what's the likelihood that I know you've got investment partners from Libya. What are they going through right now? What's happening with the Libyan foreign investments?
Well, we're not involved in that aspect. I mean, our company is registered in Malta. It's a public company. In 1974, when I wanted to grow the company further, I did bring in a shareholder from an institutional investor from Libya. They're still shareholders, they're minority shareholders. But we have over 4,000 shareholders today, and it's become public.
Well, I thank you very much for sharing your insights and the vision of Corinthia Hotels. Thank you very much, Alfred Pisani.